So PrepLadder came out with this integrated essentials and I've had my time to check it out. So here's my full review. Hey there, if you're new here, my name is Subhav Ramnani, the guy who's mad about medicine just like you. Just want to say this, we've recently hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, so it's a big up for the channel and let's keep it going. So PrepLadder recently released their integrated essentials on their app. And I recently did a video on integrated learning and how is it helpful and why you should dive into integrated learning. So it's the perfect time to review this integrated essentials from PrepLadder. So first things first, let me cover the basics. What is integrated learning or what is this integrated essentials? Now you can go back and watch that video, but let me tell you briefly. Integrated learning means studying the topic in a holistic view. For example, not just focusing on the subject like radiology or anatomy, rather than combining it together and studying the whole topic together. For example, you can have chest traumas in which you study both anatomy and radiology and combine all the different aspects of different subjects. It's just one example. So yeah, this is integrated learning. So integrated essentials by PrepLadder, you can find it in the app. Go to the prepare section and there you'll find integrated essentials. So in these videos, two different faculties are teaching the same topic together. So it's very interesting. They sometimes discuss these topics together and it feels like you're taking part in a discussion. Now, how long are these videos? What I've seen, the shortest one was I think 7 minutes and the longest one is 30 to 35 minutes. There are also some videos which has multiple videos in it. For example, the whole cardiovascular system. So not counting that, the videos are 7 minutes to 35 minutes each. Another point, do you need to pay extra to unlock these videos? No. If you have the subscription of PrepLadder, if you're planning to get the subscription, these videos, these new videos are already integrated. Integrated learning. You get that point. Yeah, so these videos are already there under integrated essentials and you can find it. So let's come to the main topic. Why is it helpful? First of all, the recent NEET PG exam is going to have less questions but at the same time. So you see, it's absolutely sure that this NEET PG exam will have more clinical type of questions which will take time to read and understand and then answer. So this integrated learning is, I think, a step in the right direction, especially when the next exam, the next exam is right around the corner. It's going to come in 2022. So this integrated learning will definitely help in that. But apart from it, how I think it will be helpful towards the preparation or even just studying in medical school. So number one, if you want to revise a topic, I think rather than going back to the main videos or even to the rapid revision, this integrated essentials is a great option here. Because let's say you want to revise respiratory system. Now to revise that system, you have to go through anatomy, physiology, pathology and pharmacology. But to study the whole topic together, this is where integrated learning comes into play. So it will have all the aspects: anatomy, physiology, pathology, pharmacology, and if you're a final year student, medicine. So you can study the topic and not the subject. And this will help you revise it much better. But why, you may ask? So for example, you already have knowledge about anatomy, about the lungs and physiology, the working of the lungs, pathology, the diseases of the lungs, and pharmacology on how to treat these various diseases. In integrated learning, when you'll study it, you'll be able to connect the dots from all these subjects and consolidate it. So it will help you revise better and help you gain a better understanding of that topic and not just focus your knowledge on one subject. So you'll learn the whole topic rather than the subject. Number two, what I also found that there were some topics which were, I think, exclusive to integrated essentials, and they were very interesting topics which I don't think so I found it anywhere in the main videos. For example, there was one topic, examination of a rape victim, and also one topic about chest traumas which will combine the anatomy and the radiology about all the different chest traumas you can imagine. So to me personally, these kinds of topics are more interesting because I think they are more clinically oriented, and I think it will help me answer the questions or the clinical questions which are about to come in this next PG and NEET PG and next exam. Talking about questions, yes, this integrated essentials also have a question bank attached to each and every video. So for example, you complete a video on ARDS and you can have a question bank on it, and the questions are different, not the questions from the main videos, and these questions are more clinically oriented, integrated manner, you know the whole story. Next thing I noticed is when two teachers are teaching together, they tend to discuss amongst themselves, so it feels like a podcast, you can say. It is good to take part in that discussion. It feels less like a class and more like a discussion. So I really like that aspect, and I think I can watch more hours of these kind of videos rather than when one teacher is explaining a subject or a topic to you, because this feels more like a discussion. That's my personal opinion. So the next thing is they build on the basics. So they start from the basic knowledge, then they move on and give you the more advanced knowledge, you can say. So if you think your basics are weak, I think you can dive directly into these videos. There is no need to go and watch the main videos first and then come and watch this integrated essentials. I think you can do it alone and you will get a more holistic knowledge, as I told you before, because you will be studying in an integrated manner. That's the whole point of the video. So who will this benefit the most? I think for second year students it is perfect, because see, when you're in first year and you come to second year, you start to forget the basics you've learned in first year. And being a second year student, you're enthusiastic to find out what is there in the future, maybe surgery, medicine, even pathology, a bit of the advanced pathology and all. So you want to study more of these subjects while also retain the knowledge of the first year. So to connect this knowledge, integrated essentials is perfect for a second year medical student more than other years, and also final year medical students, because they tend to forget the knowledge, including me being a final year medical student. We tend to forget the basic knowledge we had in first, second years, and this is amazing that we can connect this knowledge and study it in an integrated manner. So for second year and for final year, this is a must. Notes. So talking about notes are not available for integrated essentials, and this might feel a negative for some. To me, I don't really take my own notes. I prefer the printed notes, but these videos are more like a discussion, so I really don't mind they don't have their own notes. But if someone wants the notes, the snapshot of the slides are available right inside the app, so you can study from that or take your own notes if you're that kind of person. But for me, I don't really use notes, so I don't really mind. But if you do, then snapshots are available for these slides. The last thing I think it will benefit is in answering those differential diagnosis type of questions. You know, those questions in which all the answer choices seem to be correct, or they just differ by one word in the question stem, and you have to meticulously rule out the answer choices and finally come to a conclusion. Those questions require a lot of information for you to be known, and if you have an integrated knowledge, you can connect the dots. I think answering those questions will become more easier, especially if you practice the question bank right after this integrated lecture. So overall, what do I think is it is a much welcome addition, especially because it's free, number one, and number two, we are moving towards a more clinical exam pattern, so we'll be having more clinical questions, and integrated knowledge is really helpful in answering those questions. And about notes, you know the scenario, there are snapshots available, and if you're like me, you don't really care about the notes, then this will feel more like a discussion video rather than a teaching video, and you would love to take part in it. So that was my full review about the Prep Ladder Integrated Essentials. If you liked it, you know the drill. Click the thumbs up button below. Leave down a comment. I love to see them. I love to respond to each and every one of you. And also it helps to boost the video. So yeah, do that. And if you really loved it, click that subscribe button and also that bell icon to know when I post next. Well, that's about it. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay mad, but just about medicine.